Hey, it's Faith Talk Live. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
And I'm Just Morgan.
On Zoom and on the radio, we're talking with our station manager and friend, Adam Asher. Adam, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good to join you guys today.
We talked to you early on during the pandemic. We are socially isolated and here in our studios, and it's good to use technology to stay connected. And we've been doing that with the national ministries, with local ministries. And they're very, very positive in what's going on, and they're still continuing to do the work that they were called to do. We wanted to check in with you because you are station manager. So not only here, but you're also working in Miami, there where you are in your own studio. So we wanted to check up on you and see how you're doing, in every single area. How are you?
Well, doing well. Certainly we're all facing challenges that we didn't have before. I look back to the challenges we had 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. We thought we were busy. We thought we had challenges, and it's so much more challenging now. And I think it really just requires of us to rise to the occasion. When things like this happen, whatever the unpredictable, the things that happen that throw us for a loop, and we just have to take a little time, figure it out, and continue to move forward. I think we have all adapted. I know you guys have. You're now instead of being in the studio to do the show, you're doing the show this way over Zoom, and we're all in isolated studios for obvious reasons. But congratulations to you guys. The team in Miami is doing well. The team in Atlanta is doing well, and it's also been very, very inspiring to talk to the ministries and to hear from them, and to see how they're reacting and how they are also rising to the occasion, and how they're making sure that they continue to serve people during this very, very important time.
Adam Asher is with us on Zoom. We're talking to him. And also, Adam, you have so many connections around the globe. Have you heard from any of your friends that are missionaries and doing what they do well? How are they faring?
Well, it depends on the part of the world. I'll be honest with you. This is a period of time where it's a little bit confusing, and that's because, in the one sense, we're getting official news out of China, and we don't always know if we can trust that. But the official news out of China is that things are looking up, that there are no new cases, and that they've kind of gotten over the epidemic in China. And for them, that would be the better part of a year that they have been working, at least 6 months, I guess, 6 months or more, that they've had to deal with that. So you see that in terms of official news. But from people that I know, not in China, but in Southeast Asia, they're saying that actually it's almost like there's a resurgence now. They're getting more infections. They're worse. Again, it depends on who you talk to. And just recently, as we record this today, I understand the entire country of India went on a shutdown. And it depends on the country. They're all handling it a little bit differently, and the outbreak is different. I know that it is a serious threat for other parts of the world. I have many friends in South America and Central America. But the outbreak there has not yet been that severe, and honestly, it's a time that can seem kind of confusing, because it's not affecting all parts of the world the same, and that you also wonder, well, does that just mean that the worst is yet to come? So, still a good bit of uncertainty that we're all facing.
Talking to Adam Asher, the station manager, and Adam, you have a son, Brandon, who's still in college, or is he out of college now? Or
well, he is actually, the answer is both.
Okay,
because he is technically in college, and they don't want anybody in college now.
Right.
They kicked them all out. So he's about to graduate. He was scheduled to graduate in May.
Yeah.
And so they're also adapting, and they're doing the online learning for the rest of the semester at least. And of course, that's his last semester. So looks like he'll be finishing up online and be having the graduation ceremony that everybody had planned for this year.
Yeah, so it seems like younger generations like Brandon and even younger seem to be adapting easier to this new lifestyle. Would you say that? Or how's Brandon doing?
He's doing fine. I mean, and I think it depends. You know, it depends. I've seen a lot of young people who haven't, you know, they understand the severity of this and they're taking it very seriously and they've adapted. Then there's also those, of course, we've seen in the news that haven't
Right.
taken it seriously. They went on about partying and whatever else it might be, and you know, you understand their desire to enjoy their break from school, or you know, enjoy their youth. We get that, but it's also a very um, it is a very serious time, and there are serious consequences to ignoring the truth and ignoring reality. So I'm proud of the young people who are adapting, but I know that this has affected all of us. You know, his age group, it's affected their graduation. There are other age groups, of course, that affected their high school, or
Hmm.
you know, you hear stories about, you know, high school kids that had to miss their prom, and things that you wish that they'd have been able to participate in. And I know there's others, and um, including some who are near and dear to us, who have had to change plans for their life, big important moments in their lives that they've had to change and alter. So it's a real thing, and we're all having to adapt and give, and also hopefully rise to the occasion and help each other in the process.
Hmm.
Adam Asher on Zoom with us. So we're talking about the pandemic, COVID-19, the coronavirus. It has affected us all, not physically, but in just so many other areas. Adam, in the business that we're in, we are in the news cycle. We hear it. We gather from it. We're hearing, of course, every day we're getting just kind of a refresher of what's going on, new stuff, new ways socially to survive, etc. As we progress, and there's no way for you, of course, to foretell this. In fact, may I mention that you know, the president said that he would like to see everything back to normal in a few weeks by Easter time. He didn't say that it would be. He said he would like to see that, and we are with that. You know, great vision there. But as we progress over the next couple of weeks, let's say it goes 3 weeks, a month, how will that, you think, how will that change us spiritually?
Well, hopefully, spiritually, it doesn't change us, or if anything, it just makes us value our connection to the Lord even more. I would certainly hope it wouldn't discourage us. You know, we're all facing a isolation. You know, you said we're in our isolated studios. We are self isolating, just to, you know, to heed the warnings and to help slow the potential spread, as we understand how all that works. But there's a lot of loneliness out there too.
Hmm.
There's a lot of loneliness, even with social media and the ability to pick up the phone and make a video call, or uh, call somebody. There's loneliness, and I think we're realizing how much we really truly value the life that we had. And it, you know, if you sit down and watch a movie, and it's, you know, it's just a movie of normal life. I mean, it even struck me, as I've uh, same, you know, over the last couple of weeks here, you know, sit down and watch a movie in the evening, and it's normal life, and you think, man, I kind of miss just, you know, getting in my truck and going somewhere. I miss talking to people. You know, in person. And so I think we're all struggling with that. And I think we should just pull closer to the Lord in the process, and know that, you know, of course he's got this, and our faith in him shouldn't be shaken. If anything, we should just be reminded how fragile we are. This thing we call life, our routine, reality, our lives, we fall into the trap of thinking that we have control. And this whole thing has proven, or reminded us, I should say, that, you know what, we are vulnerable, and at the mercy of a lot of things that, you know, we take for granted when things are good.
Hmm.
So well said. Adam Asher, our station manager, Faith Talk Atlanta. Thanks, Adam, for your time. Thanks for leading strong, and your passion and compassion to us and those that are watching and viewing. and all those in our worlds. Let's do this. Let's take a break. I'm Rick Probst.
And I'm Dan Ratcliffe.
And I'm Jess Morgan.
This is Faith Talk Live. Stay there.